Hello and welcome to another one podcast.
We have a Patreon. It's one of the best Patreons in the game.
By best, it's more of us.
Hundreds of hours of content. There's specials on there.
Three
specials. 2 live shows. It's one of the best Patreons around. You won't regret it. Sign up. £3 a month. That's all it fucking is.
I can't promise you it's one of the best or the most valuable, but if you enjoy us,
I think it is.
It's the only way to guarantee this carries on.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So
Genuinely.
It's up to you. Would you like this podcast to carry on? If the answer to that question is yes, then why not part with 75p a week by signing up to our Patreon?
Patreon.com/another one podcast. Sign up to it. You don't even have to enjoy the content that's on there.
You don't even have to watch it.
No.
Just
sign up.
75p a week,
yeah,
so that you get your public episode every week, guaranteed. Because if it drops below a certain level, it will stop.
75p a week.
The minute this costs us money again, it's gone.
Yeah, and it's
barely even.
So, please,
for the love of God,
yeah, please. Now it's beyond a joke. Now there's only one podcast that needs the money, and that's ours. We're absolutely brassic, and we've got the most outgoings, like dependents.
Another one.
Hello, welcome to episode 201, I'm assuming. Or 201. Wow, we didn't think we'd make it this far to another one podcast. Me, Simon Wozniak, co-host Rob Thomas.
What's happening?
And joining us today, another one Hall of Famer, late dropout from Jim Jeffries. Oh. So we got Dan Boerman.
How good, you pronounced it right as well, bro. Most people fuck it up.
What is it? Boerman?
That is insane that you got that straight away. Yeah, Boerman. Yeah, Boerman. Boar like boring.
Did me research. Well, to be fair, we had a guy called Bemi Oladipo on. Yeah. And I called him like GB Mike or something because like I didn't. His Instagram handle was really confusing to me. Yeah. I thought, what am I doing? And then obviously, but then he always gets Olapido, which I never made the mistake of. I'm Oladipo all the time. I don't know why anyone gets that wrong.
Oh, you're having Jim Jeffries. Is that your closest to New Zealand you could get?
Yeah. It just came to mind. I thought
I knew where you were going. I was like, there's going to be a famous.
But he obviously Dan won't know.
The only thing I could think of was Tim Minchin. Is he New Zealand?
No, he's Oz.
Is he Oz as well?
I think
is he Oz? Yeah.
Is there a famous New Zealand comic?
Yeah, there's a few of them. Yeah. But just
Flight of the Conchords, right?
Yeah, Flight of the Conchords, massive. Yeah, I think they've pulled, like, in terms of like the biggest crowd that's been pulled from a Kiwi comic. I think Conchords are the one. Did you have Jim Jeffries on, or you going?
No, basically. So I made a joke about because the podcast's all but dead. It's we make a joke now of the guest that we have on.
Yeah,
is in place of somebody massive.
Oh,
so that's what I do now.
I love that.
It's so not very funny and it's a bit shit. But
we actively don't rope in famous people. So
no, I would have believed you. Yeah, Jim Jeffries. No, there's few bloody famous Kiwi comics, few good people.
Have they all come over to the UK at some point in their life?
That's what happens after a few years. There's the thing in New Zealand that happens, bro. There's like, if you stick around in New Zealand and try and crack it in comedy, or if you go overseas for a couple of years and then come back, I believe, and a lot of comics will agree, you're a more sellable commodity. So if you stick around in New Zealand, people are like, yeah, we know Dan. He's the guy from up the road. There's like 17 of us, whatever.
Yeah.
If you go overseas and come back, they're like, oh, he's our guy.
Yeah.
It was the same with the Conchords.
You like also like if somebody in the family goes to London for a job, it's like, oh, we went to UK to do comedy.
Dude, literally, yeah. Go like, if so. What it would look like for comics here if you're like, I won the Best Newcomer Award at the Edinburgh Fringe. That kind of news in your circles is the same as me telling people back home, I did a gig in Edinburgh. Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
To go to Edinburgh, to go to Scotland, even to do a mic or whatever, it's like,
you got your dick out at Kyle Legacy show.
Yes, it's like,
wow.
He got his, Yeah, it was consensual this time, yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, so like, if they think you've done a gig in Edinburgh, you're like the shit.
I put up a status last year on my Facebook being like, hey guys, some exciting news. I'm going to the Edinburgh Fringe to perform. And it was like, everyone was just like, he's fucking cracked it. Yeah. Like, I could have said Apollo, it would have been the same response.
That's probably similar. I reckon if someone said they were going to do Just for Laughs. Now, I know that's obviously a big thing, but like, maybe it's not the launch pad it was, but I do think Just for Laughs is a big festival still.
Oh, yeah.
But like, we go, fucking hell, how's he got that?
First thing is like,
where somebody like Louis C.K. would be like, why is anyone making an announcement for doing Just for Laughs? Like,
yeah.
Right.
But yeah, dude, no, it's an interesting one, man, because like somewhere like New Zealand, like what is it, 4 or 5 million people, more people than not aren't in cities. They like live rurally in the middle of fucking whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So like somewhere like London is the complete opposite. It's like it's a big deal, even though everywhere's quite connected now. It's still like
Is there a working circuit in New Zealand?
So in New Zealand, there's only 2 comedy clubs. There's a lot of venues that do comedy, and I would say per capita probably the same as Edinburgh outside of the Fringe. Like there's, you know, a few mics, a few clubs and that, but for how big New Zealand is, like there's some very good talent there, and I'd say it's far more similar to British comedy than it is to American. There's a lot of overlaps there. Like the brashness and harshness of American comedy probably wouldn't go down well in New Zealand, but it's not dissimilar to British comedy.
So can you make a living in New Zealand as a circuit comic or not?
I think not from comedy. I don't believe the way that you would do it from comedy would be you're also doing a lot of corporate gigs and you were a big TV name 20 years ago, or you're also getting a brand deal, doing advertisements.
Or you're big like online.
That. Yeah, even if you were big on, even big online, I think, it's pretty hard. There's probably like single digits comics in New Zealand making a living from not having a full-time job, just doing gigs, corporates and ad work.
Oh, from right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's my understanding of it anyway. Like it's
Is there enough venues to tour? Like this might sound dead ignorant.
Yeah.
But how many densely populated areas are there? And then, so is there enough venues where, say, you wanted to put a tour date on?
Yeah.
Could you put like a 30-day tour on just in New Zealand? And get enough numbers to survive, sort of thing?
Yes and no. So you'd hit up 3 main centres. You'd hit up 3 big cities, which would be like Christchurch, Wellington, Auckland, right? In terms of population, 500,000 to 1 million respectively. But the way to do it in New Zealand is if you're touring there, the niche that you fill is all the small towns that are like dying for comedy. Yeah. Right. I know like Danny O'Brien, Irish comic.
Oh, I know Danny.
He did a New Zealand tour where he would just go to like small towns and it would just fucking pack out town halls and stuff. And he'd do like
just people made up to something to be on.
He would do like and because he's real switched on with marketing and that, but he'd do like a double header with another Irish comic and they just go to like small towns and stuff and do well. So that would be a strategic play. You know, you imagine what I was describing about New Zealand and the UK is quite novel to a lot of people in rural communities. If you have 2 live from Ireland, live from Liverpool comics come to your town at 500, it's like, what else are you going to do that weekend apart from steal a car and smoke crack?
Would they think we're like the shit being like UK comics, even though we've got no...
No, they've got context for what Scousers are like.
Right.
No, I think,
you know the way you get, I'm doing a gig in Edinburgh, they go, fucking look at the state of him, fucking Billy Big Bollocks.
Yeah.
So you said, there's a UK comic coming over from Liverpool. Would they go, the Beatles, like that? And then they try and market it that way and be like, wow.
I think
top singing headliners.
Yeah.
There would be to an extent, but my understanding, bro, from like New Zealand, what pops off is like, I still think the Irish, Scottish, like that's quite novel because everyone will know someone at the local pub who's Irish or Scottish and they're a storyteller and they're a funny person within that circle.
Is Danny still out over there?
I believe he's back over in Ireland. I only met him at the Fringe just past, but he was telling me about how he was down under. He was like on TV and shit in New Zealand a few years back. On one of the panel shows. There's not a lot of television there either. There's only one comedy panel show, like not dissimilar to Mock the Week. It's called 7 Days, and they've got like a fairly tight annual schedule. And outside of that, there's not any TV work.
Right. So did you always think you were going to come in the UK when you started? Did you only put 4 or 5 years in?
Yeah, a little less, like 3 years seriously, sort of thing. I mean, I first put my name down for a mic 13 years ago.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
31. And so I was 18 when I put my name down for a mic, and then the day before I pulled out, I chickened out because I didn't have any jokes.
And have you grown your hair ever since for strength or something?
Dude, literally, I
lovely head of hair.
I need a look.
He used to be a barber, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That was fucking good research. I still think pronouncing my name is the greatest flex of all. But
really? I can't believe people are that bad with names.
Yeah, you know what I'm like as well. I'd have gone Boerman.
Yeah, you've done something weird.
Yeah, but I'm
Boerman.
I'm dyslexic without actually being dyslexic. Just thick, yeah.
No, I'm all right with names, I think.
You are. You're not too bad.
Yeah. Do you find it's more of a melting pot around these ways versus like maybe what I'm used to in like some pockets in New Zealand? Do you think that you have to, you have to, and in comedy as well, you're pronouncing names all the time, emceeing and stuff. You're probably just good at pronouncing names, dude. That's probably part of the gig.
No, I think sometimes, with names, one, I'm not precious with my name at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if an MC brings me on as Dan Boerman and I'm like, oh, well, they got my name wrong. I'll just have to be Dan for the night.
Why would you care if someone introduced you as that? Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah, but just like, some people really see their arse.
You'd be like, oh, these cunts can't find me, good.
Well, I just go, they've probably not done that to cut me off. They've probably just gone, I had no idea, and it was best to just bring him on rather than get the phone out and check the lineup.
Yeah.
So I just think do what you want, but I can't remember what my point was going to be there. How am I good with names?
Yeah. Because you want to pressure over your name, and then you're like...
Maybe it's because I know my name's like... I've had people look at my name and be like, give it a real Polish spin, which it probably does need the Polish spin. But we've westernized it to survive, so...
Yeah. Do you find there's crossovers between stand-up comedy and just regular life like that? Like, case in point, emceeing and running gigs, you're pronouncing a lot of names, and now in life, you can pronounce a lot of names really well. Like, the example I make is if I'm on a date with a woman and I'm chatting, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm doing crowd work. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not actually good at talking to women. I'm just treating this like a front row.
Yeah.
And I'm inadvertently being good at conversation and very interested by virtue of having done comedy. Do you know what I mean? Do you find it's like...
I've never really had to MC a woman yet. Because I've never...
MC'd a woman.
When I needed to MC a woman, I wasn't a comic. And now if I had to MC a woman...
So you're not looking at her like, oh, so is this a first date? You never done that on
I
your
don't know
own
what
date?
I'd be like. I think I'd be all right.
Never MC'd a woman. That's such a good line, bro. That's so good. That makes me sound so fucking autistic when you frame it like
and
that.
also predatory.
You already covered the haircut.
How do I get to this?
Yeah.
How do I get to the end goal here? Yeah, I'm very much groups of women in Benidorm.
But also, I feel as though him MCing a woman is an easier gig.
Oh yeah.
Like you MCing a woman is very it's straight. It's you start off the right side of the line. You've got to be a bad MC.
Yeah. I'm immediately threatening. You're not.
I'm a different kind of threatening.
You got the Prince hair. You got the style.
I come and talk to her. A guard's what's this fat cunt wants sweating on me? You're a bit more, hello, like a bit exotic. Guards down a little bit.
Yeah, but like I don't know, man. If I like, because you take me into this studio to walk up here. Like if that was me doing that to someone, it would just be a different kind of danger. You know what I mean? Like me leading someone down an alley on a Wednesday night is still dangerous, but just for different reasons, maybe.
Probably, yeah. There's a much more immediate danger with me, which I think that they'd be more aware of.
I feel like
they know that he's had people say no before, so they look at you and go like, I think this guy might not have had a no yet. It's like, why is he taking me to the alley?
Like back credit score. Well, your credit score's great, but you wish they won't loan you money because you've never actually borrowed money. Like, get a credit card
like
first. Let's see what you like when you borrow money before we lend you all.
Do you shoplift as a homeless looking man or in a suit? Which one's gonna get away with it?
Oh, dude, I think that's probably fucking not good for me.
Have you always been quite attractive all the way through life? Have you had a good? Were you like?
I've looked like this for about 2 years, bro. I'm going to show you a photo, dude.
Yeah,
I used to look.
I saw a photo on his Instagram.
I used to look like a 44-year-old
little fatty
woman.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did
they? Yeah, that was my.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you must be really loving that look now. Do you know what I mean? Like
you must have worked hard for it as well.
You appreciate the other side of that look.
Effort's gone into how you look.
Look, okay, you just give me a big head.
We've ended up like this.
Yeah, I've been a
gradual. You work towards where you are.
I only had a glow up like a couple years ago, and it's weird. So I used to be I'll find you. It's worth a scroll. Like trust me on this one.
Yeah. I'm interested now. Okay. No, because it's good because if he's always been like that throughout his life, then obviously he knows no different. Therefore, his life, he probably wouldn't be a comic.
The problem with me, like if I walk up and start chatting, people see it. It takes me many minutes to win over a crowd because they're like, "Who's this fucking dude with his?"
You are a bit Russell Brandy now.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, bro. That's what I mean. People like
you got the winkle pickers. You got the.
What's a winkle picker? Is that like shoes or something?
It's not. I've done him a disservice there. Yeah. It's not. It's just a nice boot.
It's like a boot with a point, a wink up.
Yeah, but that's not a wink up.
I do own cowboy boots, so like you say, it is that
it's
kind
close
of like
to cowboy boots, but like
predatory aesthetic.
Finish at the ankle.
No,
I used to look like a fucking incel. Like I had those glasses that turn black in the sun, and I had like bleached hair. Yeah. This is like that was I'm only 16 in that photo.
Oh,
so
wow! Check shit the lot, bro.
Yeah, and I had a necklace, because I'm in Fiji in that photo, like a shell necklace and stuff. So yeah, I used to look.
Dan Boerman on Instagram. Scroll. What year was that one? How far back did you go there?
I just hold it up to the camera.
Well, forget it. We won't bother. We'll never edit anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could hold it up to the camera if you want to get up.
Do you want me to hold a photo of me up to the camera? No, just sit down, you Kiwi cunt.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Do what you want, mate. But
yeah,
that is a glow up.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. So
what's caused the glow up?
What's the
the need for pum pum, but I think so.
Something like that, yeah.
You look at that. That was a man who was starved till he was 22.
Wow. Yeah,
so now he's just
try 29.
Is that or does ARP got broke?
No. That's definitely that's motivated by the fact these.
Put it this way. I remember when I was that age, I was on a bus from my village to another one, and it's a 50-seater bus, and it's full. It's like a full hot fucking Saturday. There's only one seat left. And there's 2 seats left, and this woman gets on with her friend, and the only seat she could sit in was the one next to me. And she looked at me, looked at her friend, looked at me, looked at her friend, and she sat on her friend's lap. Yeah. For the full bus ride.
And she
rather
was
than just sitting down next to me.
She attractive or?
Oh yeah. She's like cute young woman. I mean, we were the same age, I should say, as well.
And were you blonde hair, glasses?
I was proper like pre glow up incel. Yeah.
She's done you a world of good. What a woman.
I think so, bro. If I could go back in time, I'd shake her hand, but she'd probably call the cops.
Yeah.
She probably don't.
Not now. She wouldn't recognise you now. She'd be like, oh hello.
Yeah.
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 Being looked at and then somebody going, better option is to stand.
It was pretty. That was my Joker origin story.
You weren't that bad there though. I would sit next to that guy.
You can't smell photos though, bro. That's like Lynx Africa and bacon.
Right. So when did you have the glow up? 29.
I don't know, but like I want to do a fringe show about it at some point, because every couple of like Oprah Winfrey, I am comparing myself to Oprah, but I've had different phases of like, because there was like that, and then like I used to run like marathons and shit, so I used to be like proper like weedy. I've had like different iterations, and only the last couple of years looked normal, I guess.
Is that the look you prefer? You like the long haired rings, everything?
I guess, bro. Yeah, but it's a weird one, because I finally come around to doing like the long hair and the rings and shit, and it's almost like a little bit on the way out. It's almost given a bit like Mumford and Sons, and I'm like I'm the long hair fucking ring dude now. It's like cool, yeah. That's kind of like pre-COVID. We kind of stopped doing that.
Was it Jeff Leach or something?
Yeah,
he was like that.
He went to America.
Yeah, he was like a really.
He was more motorcycle, wasn't he?
Well, he was motorcycle.
He was Russell Brand, motorcycle, leather kecks, rings, but he was much more. I'd say you're less, like you say, more Mumford and Sons than Russell Brand. So like, he was shirts open, sort of like look at my sex appeal rather than.
I like the look. But that look is it will. You got they're gonna have to love that look, aren't they? And the one that you love that look,
really love that look. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you find that? Or do you find...
my target demographic, the people who find my shtick attractive, are 55 and over women. Like the older woman, like froth, because I like remind them of their husband when he was in high school.
Why not just attribute that to the younger ones being too intimidated by how good the look is? That's how you should think about it and go, these are all too intimidated to approach me.
I tell you what's funny though, like showing you that photo and giving you that context, like even you fellas being like, oh, you fucking hot little Kiwi. It's like I can't get my I can't agree or see that, because I was fucking weird and sweaty for the longest time, and now I've got rings and long hair and shit. My inner child is still an incel.
But but had you not have had that phase, you could have been awful.
Oh, dude.
So you've turned out a good guy.
Yeah, that you make a good point. Yeah, 100%. It's not to psychoanalyze myself, but there's an argument with like comedy and that like, because we can agree, I'm not the first person to come out with the idea that there is a degree of approval seeking in comedy. Well, at least for me there is. And I don't think that's current me doing it. I think it's like the younger bacon grease Dan trying to get the laughs.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it all comes from a place of trauma. There's also everyone's carrying something.
So now you're feeling like that though? Are you feeling like, I don't even know if I want to keep doing stand-up. The fact that you've gone to the good guy now, like the attractive man, you going like, after you give 4, 5, 6 years, you go, actually, it's a bit shit doing this now. Did you ever just feel like that?
I believe that younger me would have done better. I think looking like that, I would have fucking crushed at clubs, bro. Because you imagine him fucking waddling out. Like, that's someone you want to laugh with,
Someone
bro.
funny.
I don't know, I think now with the rise of, like, Rife and all that and Rogan, like, I think the gone are the days of being the fat, podgy comic now. I think you can get away with being shredded.
It lends itself to a certain kind of comedy, I think.
Yes, it does, yeah. You can get away with being the loser easier when you're a bit podgy.
Yeah, you have
Whereas
to,
if you're like that, you
have to sort of like not necessarily be mean, but like you say, you have to have that sort of confidence, that jockey sort of like, if you come out and you're handsome and you sort of try and play the victim a little bit, they're a bit like, fuck off, mate.
That's a problem. Like, you know what I mean? So you're in that position where you go, you may feel like the spotty blonde-haired loser, but you're not, and therefore that's hard for you.
Yeah, to sell that
because
idea.
Because you've got to go, I'm not that now. So it's like
yeah, so you must feel, it might feel fake on stage, sort of thing, because you sort of you're trying to be who you are now without feeling who you are now.
Yeah, it's an interesting point that you make, and it's like I say, I've only done it 3-4 years, but it's like if I go out and I do a story where I'm like, oh, I'm real like awkward and weird in the sack, and I can't get it up, and I don't know how to go down on a chick, and it's like, fuck off. It's like, no,
I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
Context for past me.
Go fuck yourself, mate.
You could be a projector comic soon. I think it's going that way for you. You could be any tech requirements. Let us know. Turn up an hour and a half before the show. You need to test out the OHP.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to have that up, mate.
Just hold the phone up to the camera,
or just have your headshot. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta. Well, no, just have to. I don't really know. It'd be a nice position to have, though. I'd like to be in a position to be.
It's a position we all dream of. At our point.
Yeah. I think the longer you go, the more you go. Actually, I would, because I used to think like, you need to stay podgy to be funny, and then now I would give up getting a laugh forever to get rid. Like I would go, if you told me like, right, you can get a 6-pack, be chiseled and everything, and but you're gonna find comedy twice as hard, I'd go absolutely, and then I quit. Once I got like a modelling deal come in,
I'll die on my ass for 3 months, realise I can't do it like this, and just be happy.
Yeah. Not to try and stop you, but obviously, 3-4 years in, that's still quite new, isn't it?
Well, I suffer at gong shows. That's where I suffer, because a gong show, you have to be liked from the outset, and I won't ever be able to do that. 10-15 minutes at a club, I can build up rapport. Solo hour, I can. When I walk up straight away, and you've got a front row of jocks who are allowed to hold up a red card. Bro, Comedy Store in London, I got my first red card before I spoke.
Yeah, but that's notoriously brutal. When we
but don't hold yourself to that, though.
Yeah, but like before I said anything, they're like, "Fuck this guy." So
what part of the night did you go on?
I was towards the end.
Well, there you go. They've been baited by the MC to go, come on, we need to get through this, because the MC's thinking, if we let 25 acts do 5 minutes, we're going home at 4 in the morning.
yeah, that's
so fair. They have to stare it a bit when they go, you're being too nice.
As soon as a few people get through, they're like, this will do us now.
I've done it where I've seen it to the first 2 acts, did all the first 3 at the Manchester one, do 5.
Yeah.
And then Ferry was just like,
absolutely not.
Mick Ferry's brilliant comic. He was like, this is not happening. Says you need gong someone for the shoes, just something like that.
Yeah.
Because he's there thinking, I'm not doing this. These lot are really nice people, and you're thinking this isn't what
I've seen someone get gonged at the King Gong, the Manchester one, because the opening reference was they travelled 6 hours to be there.
I've heard it. So
someone went, fuck off. Just like make it like, go on then, it's funny as fuck if he gets it 6 hours, 6 seconds, bang, gone.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny though. Yeah. Like you kind of have funny, to do that.
Yeah, but like, if you're doing gong shows, you can't hold yourself to them. They're sort of a necessary evil, aren't they?
Did you, for that London one, did you travel from Edinburgh and then have only that one show in?
So it's worse than what you're imagining. It was 7 hours to London, and I had a date as well.
Oh,
it was
at the show. Oh.
Yeah, and it was someone who I had.
That's I won't interrupt, but that's amateur hour bringing a date to a gig. And a gong show.
That is someone who looks like that, though. Well, that like, I know you're saying you don't feel like that, but that is the innate confidence of someone who looks in the mirror and thinks, be fine.
No, plenty of acts bring people to gong shows.
Yeah, but they're either idiots or very good looking, because they just assume
I've seen
she's still going to fancy them afterwards. Like me and you aren't risking ever taking a girl to any gig.
I won't let anyone watch me.
Yeah, exactly.
Even now, because how can you look at someone in the eye after you've seen them eat shit? I could never.
Dude.
If I saw a family member who was meant to be good eat shit or get a tepid response, I go, how's he doing this?
Yeah, a
so
bit more fucking turkey at Thanksgiving.
What are you doing to yourself?
7 hours down on the megabus.
Travel down. I caught the train and then
That's all right. Balling.
the lady there, we'd seen each other briefly many weeks prior. So I was like, okay, after I bombed, I was like, this is all good, you know, because tonight, you know, even after that, there's going to be a woman holding me. It's going to be fine. And then that was the night post gig that she had the, look, we should just want to be friends conversation. And dude,
She
I was
gonged
like,
you again.
yes, bro, I got gonged again. I was so fucking sad because after the gong, I was like,
funny
it
that
was
though.
such a blow to the ego. And then back at hers, and it's like, and I'd made an assumption that I'd been with this person. The next time I stay in her bed, we're probably gonna hanky panky like the first time. And then we get to her, she's like, oh yeah, oh like what are you expecting? We go, oh no, we're not shagging tonight. No, not after that fucking performance.
Was she still letting you stay though?
Yeah.
You'd have to go with them walk the streets of London after that.
No, but it was like the most awkward, just kind of like on the couch.
There's the
buddy,
couch,
like just a real sad.
After a bad gig, it's you want to be. You're just like, I can't do this anymore. Like I quit.
Just give me some pity.
Well,
me.
dude, the next day, and I'll be forever grateful, I got in touch with the stand on my way back up, and I was like, hey, folks, I've got a train up to Edinburgh. I want to jump off early and jump on your Red Raw. Will you have me? They're like, yeah, all good. And it was like a sold-out night at the stand in Newcastle, and I fucking killed. And anyone would have, because the MC was great, the club was great, and they were ready for it. But I felt, just if nothing else but for the ego, it was so nice that the next night...
Look at me now!
Look at me now. Still didn't get laid that evening, but...
Right, so hang on. So how long were you with this girl then?
It was a couple nights in December, and then I went back down in January and did the gong and stuff. So it wasn't like a thing.
And you shared a kiss in the first time.
Oh, we were hanky panky the first time.
Oh, you got full circle,
full humpy and everything.
Full biffed as you humped, right?
And then
so you've humped before.
That's even worse.
Yeah, this is what I mean. So I'm like,
you made it seem like you'd done a little bit, but you'd had full on hump.
The way you said it was like, I assume the next time we saw each other, we'd hanky panky.
Sexual intercourse and everything the first time. We many times sexual intercourse.
That makes it so much worse.
And then it was and look,
the fact that you know there are circumstances that she would have slept with you, and you've ruined it.
I know she said it had nothing to do with the gong. It had everything to do with the gong, bro.
I love that breakup. And you'd be like, it's the gong, isn't it? And she's like, it's not the gong. No, it's just you, Dan. It's not. It's the gong.
Yeah.
What did it say? What was it? Something that said that.
That's so funny. That.
Do I look pathetic to you now?
Just sitting on the end of the bed crying because it only lasted 40 seconds.
Yeah, you're like, fuck it, and cop it.
Yes.
Who MC'd it?
Who MC'd?
What did it look like?
Is it pronounced Tanya or Thanya?
Tanya Moore.
Tanya Moore. Yeah, Tanya Moore. She's fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, dude, that was it.
So where did you sleep? In the same bed, or did you go couch?
It was.
She got to let you in the bed, surely.
He said couch before, didn't he?
Did you?
Yeah. No, I said couch. I was trying to big up the story. I was in the bed with her.
Oh.
It was. Yeah. Well, it wasn't the bed. She was
nothing?
cool. No touchy, no humpy, no nothing.
No touchy.
You know what I did?
No feely.
Dude, I waited till she.
Did you
like with my hand on my heart? I'm not even like riffing. I waited till she went to sleep. I pulled the sheets over my head. I turned the brightness down, and I did the fucking Wordle.
Yeah,
I did the Wordle, and then I was on Reddit, and I was like having a scroll, and then like 3 a.m. I passed out. Yeah, I was pretty sad, but it's like
in that circumstance, I'd have tried to find a headphone and just listen to someone talk about dying.
No, I just listened back to my set, dude.
Best thing to do is try and find a comedian talk about dying when you're dying.
Oh, just like
you mean comedy dying?
Yeah.
It's been like Stu Goldsmith sort of.
That
comedian podcast like yes I need to who's miserable who's miserable I need to see who's at a dour start.
That's why I like to talk about death a lot because it happens so often. When it happens, it's catastrophic. Like dying at the gong is one. When you die doing a professional spot, that and you go, oh hang on, I should have done fine there. That's when it can be
especially when someone before you has done sound. When you're the cunt that breaks the like.
Well, question for you both. Do you find when you crush
protect yourself?
Yeah. What's that?
We protect ourselves.
Guards up, protect yourself at all times. It's on you.
Now you talk about dying. You talk about fucking eating shit. Do you find that when you crush and when you're fucking on top of the world and you have the best set, is that Is that more good than a bad night is bad?
I can tell you that after tonight, mate. It's brilliant. No, oh no, definitely that. No, because when you've been brilliant, that's your job.
Yeah.
So that's like I've got away with it again.
Nowhere near. Yeah.
It's never a case of that was amazing. It's either I've done what I was meant to do, and done. Then you can relax, and you go right tomorrow night. I think I've got to get away with it again. Yeah, and that's why it's exhausting and it never stops. Yeah. So I've got 5 gigs this week. You're like, I've just got to get away with them all. I've got to get away with them all.
What you're describing is almost like masking constantly, like almost constantly.
That's him.
Like,
no, I'm the opposite. We have very different attitudes, don't we? Yeah.
We have different standards, you see. So his are like really low. as long as nobody sort of.
I'm very much sort of like similar. I don't think I can get away with it. I just think, what else am I going to do? Yeah. So I'm smashing it, and I'm there, guy. What else was it going to be? Yeah. Of course, I'm going to smash it. That's that. Like, I do feel the highs of being like, I'm fucking great at this.
He's also never died though.
Yeah, but also But no. But when a death does come, it is a bit like I just sort of think, what have I done? Like, how have I fucked that? And then it's more just like, how have you fucked that up? How are you still making these fuck ups? Like, what the? Yeah, how are you still making these fuck ups? How are you letting this go wrong this far in? It shouldn't be happening. So like, but it's never like I don't forget as bad as these. I can't. If I'm dying now, I tend to find it cathartic more than anything else.
I fucked up tonight, and I didn't realize till like an hour after the spot. There was a bit that I did, and I shouldn't have, but I did the thing with the crowd where I was like, "What the? Do you follow? Like, are you fucking idiots?"
Yes,
like,
I saw that.
Yeah, so
it was all right. That was fine.
What happened is I told a story that took place where a woman flies me to Amsterdam.
You're on the plane still.
And then I said, my flight landed in Berlin, and it's just a different fucking country. And so I said, and then I landed in Berlin, and everyone was quiet, and I was like, I'm literally the funniest person alive. What's wrong with you? What don't you get? And then afterwards, I was like, oh shit, I just said a completely different country, and it just fucking fucked the whole story.
Yeah, I remember that bit, but I wasn't really following anything anyway. So I was just like waiting for them to laugh.
My whole hang up with that is you're talking about trying to be likable and stuff. And you want a woman flying you out to Amsterdam. I would just be sitting there thinking, like, who's flying?
Oh, but dude, that is never. A cunt. But no, I agree. I wouldn't want to, if I had fucking got a babysitter and gone out and got my drink and I sit down and some fucking prick minces up and starts saying that. I wouldn't want to hear that. Yeah. But it's the thing that happened and I had to share it with someone. Yeah, or maybe I stopped telling it. No, I think you make a good point,
I wouldn't be happy flying. Remember they got flied to Amsterdam. Who the
it was EasyJet, not fucking British Airways.
There's not a woman alive who would get me an Uber. Never mind fly me to Amsterdam.
You can still definitely tell it. You just have to work our way, maybe making it a bit better. But I reckon it's fine. Just keep doing it.
Just get the country right for a start.
Yeah, dude. I think that's a big part of it. Yeah. I think get the details right. It's like
this prick's been flown to Berlin as well.
Yeah,
fucking cunt.
Yeah. Well, no, because I think you said something like you in Amsterdam, didn't you? And then you said it was a 47 minutes. Did you say or something?
Yeah.
And then. You said, and then I landed in Berlin.
Oh, fuck, maybe I did get it right. I'm not sure, yeah.
Well, right, yeah, that's what I was going like, so he has flown over to there. I kind of got what you were meant to do with it.
Okay.
Is the idea of going like, I was flying, and then the twist is that.
Yeah. I watched the video back. I think I cooked it. It's not. It doesn't matter, but
it really doesn't matter. No.
Yeah. I mean, we say that, but then it's like, you know what it's like, though. You like, something will go.
I was going to hang over you till you have any actual gig, yeah.
Exactly. That's literally on the train home tomorrow. I'm just going to be like, fuck.
An idiot.
Why did I offer to hold my phone up to the camera? I'm so silly.
When's your next gig?
What's my next gig? I'm not for a few days yet.
How have you found gigging in London? That must be an extreme to go from New Zealand where gigs are sparse to 18 gigs on your doorstep, but only one of them might be any good.
So I went to Edinburgh first for many months thinking it would be as busy outside of the
did you go to Edinburgh?
Yeah, dude, I moved there in December. And for the first 6 weeks, I had no gigs. And I just was fucking living in this, like, suburb half an hour out of Edinburgh. I got, like, gastro and shit, and I was just doing nothing. And I was like, what am I actually doing here?
Mates with our boy, Dean.
Oh, you mates with Dean, yeah?
Yeah, he's cool. He's a very good dude. He MC'd a spot I did at Hot Water a few years back. He's very cool. and I spent many months in Edinburgh, and so it was almost like a UK stepping stone to get the vibe before going to London. I imagine if I went straight to London, it would have been too intense. And initially, I was like, I'm not going to do London. It's just going to be a bunch of like bringers and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Just like Edinburgh, it's not that it wasn't working out. I just wasn't getting a boatload of spots in that. I was like, I'll try and hustle down south and see if I get.
Yeah, because I imagine Edinburgh is. I don't know the scene too well there. Yeah. I think you've got to pretty much do the whole of Scotland. You can't just do Edinburgh. You got to do the whole of Scotland. Yeah. Even though you look at it like a major city and the festivals there, it's like to actually work properly, you got to do the whole of Scotland, and then on top of that, it's like. What's the club? The Stand and
Monkey Barrel, yeah,
and so the Monkey Barrel have open mic nights and stuff.
Glee as well.
Glee's just pro, isn't it? They don't have
no.
Monkey Barrel's got a fortnightly Monday. Pull your name out the hat 5 minutes.
Blackfriars.
Yep, Blackfriars. Yeah,
Ian Pringle, cool. Is he still there? Or is he travelling? He's always travelling about, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure where he is, but I know that name.
I think does he not have a hand in Blackfriars?
Yeah, but you can get you the room and book it. He messaged me about doing it.
Yeah, I'm not sure who runs that, but no, that's a cool spot. And yeah, super talented. Even coming from New Zealand and just spending many months in Edinburgh, I could have gone back to New Zealand a better comic because you're just exposed to. I mean, fuck, like you get to. I was lucky enough to jump on the Stand for like one of their work in progress shows, and like fucking Daniel Sloss does 10 minutes there. Yeah, like this is fucking Netflix star. In a bloody green room, and he does 10 minutes, and then I go up and do 10 later that night. That's that's bananas for experience to get to do that. So yeah, it was. I was very, very lucky to be a part of that. But I think London, like I'm trying to get on it like your top secrets and bits and pieces like that. I don't really want to fucking bum around with bringers and that. But do you boys go down to London much, or are you just like based these ways?
You used to. Then you used to go to big.
I used to go to London and did a few sets early doors, and then I used to do Top Secret twice a year and build a few around there. But then they stopped booking it that way, so then there was nowhere worth going down.
I'm the same, but with Big Belly. Big Belly used to be in Vauxhall.
Oh, Big Belly.
I used to go and do like the full weekend there, and then do a couple of spots while I was there, and then they moved to the other venue and stuff. So
they'll have a good load of nights on when they open.
Yeah, when they open, but they're still a while off.
Is this Big Belly?
Yeah.
So they've wherever they are now. I don't know where the suburb is, but I won their gong a couple of weeks ago, and they're getting me on to the Dong show, and they've given me a few trials there. They've been a real cool club. They're cool.
Yeah, they're quite.
That's cool to be a part of.
Yeah.
I think people. I don't know like how you found so far, but I know a lot of foreign acts come over, and then they're in London for a bit, and then they actually end up moving up north because it's sort of once you've not made a name for yourself, but it's easier to progress up north than it is in London. Like in London, you sort of get trapped in a sort of open mic sort of circuit and world. Like it's harder to progress onto like the next step just because there's so many comics and so many gigs and stuff.
Yeah,
whereas
that makes sense.
In up north, you mightn't gig as much, and there mightn't be as many gigs. But the gigs there tend to be a lot more professional leaning or professional gigs. So it's easy that once you make a name, once you've established a name up north, you can progress onto paid stuff quicker.
Well, you get better at doing proper gigs. So sometimes there's a trap if you start getting good at playing to 12 comics every night. Then you start tailoring your stuff to what it's like to play to 12 comics, and you go to a real gig, and then they're like, just do your stuff, mate.
12 comics or tourists.
I'm not funny in front of comedians.
People end up just tailoring themselves to tourists, and you're like, oh, you're only getting London, because you're trying to be too universal. You're trying to appease everyone with no.
I did a couple of London open mics back in the day.
Yeah. How were they?
Dreadful. It's just 20 people, all 20 comics.
Yeah.
Back room of a pub.
I think I did two. One was the Laughing Horse. One was the Laughing Horse semi-final, which I didn't get.
You got to the semi.
Yeah.
I went out and crashed out with the heat, mate.
Oh no, I got the Laughing Horse semi-final, which again, no, you say, to get to the semi, there was 8 semi-finals, and the person who chose who went through was half the crowd and half the people on the door, and the person who went through was the person taking the money on the door. It was like, oh yes, sound, call this a semi-final. And then anyway, and the second one was an open mic that had been recommended, which was just above a pub. And there was like 6 people there, and I remember I was living in London at the time, but not really in London, like an outskirts. And I was like, I remember it took me like 40 minutes, maybe an hour to get in, like the tube to where I was going for the gig. Sitting there, listening to a load of London comics chat shite, getting wound up, going on, doing fine, but it was only 6 people, and then coming away from it going, what was the fucking point? Like, what was the point of this?
Isn't it?
And because I only went there to be seen for like a weekend thing, and then I remember thinking, you're never booking anyone to do the weekend gig off the back of this.
They don't, but they just run one gig every night and then it closes. It's just it's great really what they do. It's just absolute Wild West. Just like, just get a mic, get a PA and stick it on somewhere. Maybe put a curtain between that and the part of the cafe that people are just in without knowing there's a night on.
I remember there was acts there, and I was listening to them argue over whether they were ready to do Edinburgh. I was thinking, you're a pair. You both of you are knobheads for different reasons. Just
Do they have bringers here? They don't, do they? Up north, that's just a London thing. I've never. Like, is the view here like if you tried to set that up, people would be like, get fucked? Is it? Is it like an ethical thing? People are like, we're not doing that.
It'd be get fucked, and it'd be to acts trying to put it on. If anyone who plays it won't be playing the other nights. So you sort of you'd be seen as a scab to play the night, which you then you go
pay to play.
Well, I'm not doing that, because if I do that gig, I'm not going to get anywhere else. And the pay to plays that still exist.
I've no idea. I imagine it will be on like a dirty dark web circuit where it's someone's still paying for. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of pay to play?
I know it exists in the US. It's like
the Loch Ness monster in it now. It's like it should be gone, but like it might be there.
Yeah. I think I remember back in our day one went to 15 at one point.
£15.
£3 to £5 was the average, and then I remember seeing one for £15. And thinking,
15 quid to play at a club.
£15.
Dude. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think I don't have a view about bringers yet because I've only been there for a few weeks. But where I lean is like your job's to just get your own crowd in. Like the comics should.
What's
go
the promoter
there to
doing?
Be funny. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Dude.
I wouldn't even want to play at a gig that people were there under duress. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to be there and go, there's 40 people in this room, there's 20 acts, and they're forced to stay for the whole show.
But half the time, the 40 people in the room are 40 acts. Because what acts started doing?
Bringing acts.
I'll bring you Tuesday, you bring me Wednesday.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that happens in London a lot.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like, so you're playing to 40 other comics?
Yeah, like what's 50 quid on some Instagram ads and just fly for a couple fucking hours before? Like, if you're going to put on a show, then like promote the show.
Better off just asking people on the bus, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
Is that funny?
You better just busking. Just fucking busking.
Have you ever done that? Comedy busking?
Absolutely not, no.
I've seen people on the tube do it, yeah.
Oh, that feels, I don't know. I can't, bro. I can't think of anything worse on the tube than someone coming up to me and doing stand-up. That would be more offensive than watching someone shoot up on the district line.
The only comedy busking I think would be acceptable is to stand there and say, request a joke. If you're like Mark Simmons.
Darren Walsh does that.
I think if you're Mark Simmons, then that's someone that
he stands there with a cardboard and goes, "Do you want to?" He goes,
"Do you want a joke? Joke for £1. You tell me."
Oh, he doesn't charge just to get a video, puts it online.
Yeah, well, that's he's doing it for TikTok. But I mean, like genuine busking. I think if you were to go like, give me a £5 and pick any subject, and I'll give you 3 jokes on the subject or something, or even if you're Mark Simmons,
the pun in it. That's what he does. You should watch him. He's good. They're really good because they're just long enough where you go, I can't turn away.
Yeah, it's good for social, doing that.
I'd sort of understand that, but I might imagine trying to do our stuff.
And he came up with Angry Kid.
I don't know what that is.
It's one of the funniest cartoons in the world.
Oh, from back in the day. Oh, yeah.
I was like, wow, it's him from Angry Kid. It's brilliant. Pete Wicks, you got a Pete Wicks vibe in it. No, Pete Wicks.
He's not going to know Pete Wicks
is. See if that was unkind what you just.
He's a Lothario.
He's a good-looking man. Like,
oh, thank you.
He's a Lothario. Well,
he's got commitment problems.
Former barber.
He's got commitment problems.
Former barber, or are you still in the game a little bit?
You're the second guy that said Pete Wicks. He's like someone ran Chris Cornell through AI.
Yeah.
Am I still a barber? I haven't worked at a shop for a few years now, but I still do it for my pals. I got all my gear over here. I'd love one day to do like a barber and comedy podcast. I don't know if it's been done, but I just haven't got the initiative to make it happen.
Cut someone's hair whilst just
dude. I think it's been attempted. I don't think it's been done well yet. I think I've seen a couple of people have attempted to do it, but no one's done it well yet. So
I think it'd be too noisy with like that, like the clippers next to the mic.
Well, you'd sort of turn that down after there's ASMR, wouldn't you? And the like background noise.
Yeah.
No, but like chicken shop date sort of cuts the people. Do you know what chicken shop date is?
Yeah.
So like, or like even comedians getting coffee.
Yeah.
Where like just have the in between chats, they just put the grind noise in there.
Yeah, a little bit
of
of
ASMR, bit of background, like just to make it seem real.
Could be something there.
Not a bad little fallback though. You can just do that whenever you want, innit?
I was going to say, so have you had to seek employment since you've been over here?
Nah, so I saved up from my last job for enough to pay rent for a couple of months when I got over, and then I had the money from the Edinburgh Fringe, and I ran out of that about 3 weeks before the Fringe just passed. Took out a bank loan, and then I get paid next week from the Fringe. So I haven't yet had a job. I've just been able to focus on stand-up.
That's good. Have you thought about that? You might do.
The thing for me, I just want to go all in because I've got like a 2-3 year visa, right? And I just want to focus on just gigging. I don't want to get to a spot where I'm back in New Zealand down the line. I'm like, fuck, if only I had just given more time to it, I could have cracked it,
I sort of get that, but then I would argue that having something more real life while you're over here will help you assimilate to the culture quicker to be funnier on stage.
You're absolutely right.
It would make you more. 100%. It would make you'd. I think you'd learn how to be more likable quicker because you're like, well, I'm having to be affable every day to people I'm meeting in a workplace, which is a setting that you've got to sort of find a way to be affable. It would make you do that then on stage.
Very fucking good advice, dude. I mean, what I've wanted to do is like figure out like what people are doing for work, what the crowds are doing, and get a job doing that. Like even like work as a labourer for 6 months or something, or like do gardens for the council, do some.
Even like, to New Zealand,
even a barista or something where you just chat to people, like something where you with the general public. I'd say
that's very.
If you're going to be on stage,
point,
you're like
dude. Even part time, dude.
It doesn't have to be for money because like for years you just stayed in an office job.
Yeah.
On the low, like you wouldn't get promoted because it wouldn't mean. Every time you'd have to promote or go anywhere, it'd mean more commitment to that than stand up.
Yeah.
And at no point did he want to do that, so he stayed in like an office job. And I reckon that made you better though, because you had that sort of get out of it. Not even get out of it, but that.
I don't know. It depends. It depends what your situation is. I was in a different situation. You've got no dependents, have you? You got no, missus, no kids, not.
Nah, dude. And that's why I moved over here because I was like, no mortgage.
So like, if you're there and you're getting told by some knobhead to put your phone away or get in earlier, I imagine you've got that fuck off in you, like. Fuck you.
Yeah, since I turned 30, bro, I just
you can't have a 24-year-old say it to you, can you?
It's
the worst, isn't it?
Fuck, I get mad even imagining that, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't because I've paid my dues, having worked retail, having done barbering, having had an office job.
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to do it, bro. I wouldn't fucking be able to do it. There was my last job. There was this woman told me off. She's like, "Oh, you're clicking your pen a little bit loudly," and this is at 1:30. I just went home. I just said to my boss, I said, mate, I just work from home this afternoon. Yeah. And I just I'm like, I'm not going to work.
Yeah.
Fucking clicking a pen loudly, get fucked. And I went on to like that. Bro, I went onto the HR system. She had worked there for 22 years. I was like, fuck off, Jody.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
I couldn't be on with it, bro. I'd do this. I'd get this work experience for a week and be like, I'm doing this for the craft. And then a weekend be like, no.
Yeah, you can get a job if you want to try and get
material. But I think you're probably better for not needing it because you're using it as a tool. Whereas like I was probably wrong in saying about you because you needed the job. But
yeah,
I do think it made you a better comic though.
Well, I think obviously when you're struggling, that's when you're funny, aren't you? When you have got knocked and you're going, I can't do this anymore.
But also, it's I
fighting you then.
I do think you sort of need
100%.
You need a reference point of what's going on culturally.
Yeah, because it can't just be comedy about comedy because that's not funny if you're just talking comedy and not working a job.
Trains and that, it's like, oh mate, we don't get trains. So we like.
But I think he's
like when Londoners talk about tube, and you're like, mate, no one gets the tube outside of London, so shut up.
How much?
Something else.
How much different is doing 10 years in retail in an office in New Zealand to us?
Probably not loads, but I also I'm talking about like having your finger on a pulse culture because he's now in a different culture. Like his For You page is not our For You page.
Well, what he could end up doing...
They're both pretty white.
What he didn't do, though, is you can... A lot of people who come from overseas will go like... you guys are mad, you do this, we do this, you know what I mean? So they'll just pick the things that British people do.
Yeah.
So drinking, you know, following the football, all this sort of stuff, and then that's an easy laugh. For a foreigner to come over and just go, your drinking's mad, smashes. If you came over and go like, I thought we could drink, but you guys are fucking like...
animals.
And then we love that. The crowd will love that.
It's interesting, dude. Like,
we didn't do that tonight, which is good.
Well, only the last week, 2 weeks of doing stand-up where I even mention I'm from New Zealand, because like I don't see myself as like, oh, I'm a Kiwi comic coming over doing Kiwi comedy. I'm like, I'm just a guy with long hair trying to get people to like me. Like, that's all my fucking deal is. I'm not like, I like Kiwiana. I'm from, you know, this part of the world, and look at our differences and celebrate them. It's like, no, I'm coming here trying to do the same thing as everyone else. I just want to make you laugh. And what would happen is I'd do a gig and people would be like, where the fuck's this come from? Is he Australian? And so I've started saying, and that's why at the top of the gig I just say, New Zealand. Cool. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, I guess it's funny as well.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh, I need to address that. I never do. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's something that I probably should do, as you say, because there's a lot of laughs in there. That comparison. Yeah.
But
it's just an easy way to be relatable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like moaning about your partner's a sort of a trope, isn't it?
Yeah.
Slot. Yeah. Like, oh, it's just some fat white guy talking about his miserable relationship.
Well, I tried having a moan, but apparently most people don't get flown out for dates. So it's like, what the fuck am I going to do there? I'm trying to be relatable to the people of Liverpool.
Yeah, but you could go. You probably won't relate to this because you're all ugly, but I got flown out. And then take that road, and they'll go, fair enough.
Yeah.
They'll go, fair play.
I've started from the advice of a few years of other comics. I've tried to, because I said that, you might have heard that tag tonight where I was like, I know that I look like I fuck, and I do, but it doesn't mean that I'm good at it. So that's like a brand new tag. And I got to laugh. And now I'm going, oh shit, if I talk about being pretty, people kind of fuck with that. So maybe you're right, there's something there.
Yeah, because you're telling them the right, because they are thinking that anyway.
Yeah, so true.
It's hard, isn't it, to try and analyse it? To get to
a lot of it's self-awareness. A lot of it is like understanding how they see you.
Yeah, getting right to the bottom of that is hard. Because it's there. It's there for a reason. You have the thought because it is real. But you go, I need to make that seem like... I need to let them know how I'm like that.
It's context. That's what takes a story being... A story that you and your mates have being funny to you and your mates to being funny in front of an audience is knowing what's important in that story for context, because that's the bit you keep in. That's the bit the audience need to know. Oh, you need, like, you'll see someone go, well, you need to know this about Dan for this to work later on. So you're setting the bits of context into a story for it to work later on. So you need to think, what do they understand about me either immediately, or what have I got to let them know? And what you're saying about, I know I look like a fuck, but doesn't mean I'm good at it, is saying like, oh, I understand you might look at me and think, oh, he's attractive, but there's something wrong.
But the laughter,
like there is something going wrong, but like, and then you can like either go with it, going like, because I haven't always looked like, do you know, it's like, because I would say it'd be dead funny to be like, do you know what it's like to go your whole life, like being ugly, and then just suddenly being able to fuck. It's hard. Like,
yeah, I'm hearing you.
But I think when you went like, I know I look like I fuck, and then we're all expecting you to come up with but I don't because of this. Yeah. And when you go, and I do.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, to me.
It's like, fair enough. Yeah, there's that instant little like, oh God, yeah. But so that was why it's funny. Because you are thinking, the way you said something, you go, of course he fucks, he looks like Pete Wicks. He goes, I know I look like a fuck. And then you go,
because I'd imagine I'd imagine there's then a funny spin at the end of that being talking about like not being good at fucking, and women being disappointed because women look at me and think, oh, we can definitely fuck. It's like I genuinely, I haven't got
after gong shows.
I haven't got the experience you think I've got. Like,
well, that's the guts of the story about that woman flying me out, because I got there. The guts of what happened is I got flown out to. When I say flown out, she paid for half of an EasyJet. It was like £100. Still fair play, and.
I'll pay for you to come and fuck me, but not to fuck off.
Was her house nice?
It was all right. Where was it? It was in I think it was in Amsterdam. Did I say that? I said Berlin in the story. It's Amsterdam, and she worked in finance or something. But what happened is for 2 nights I couldn't, not once, not at all, get a hard on. Like couldn't.
Yeah.
At all. It never happened. We never had sex.
Because you felt like a cheap whore.
Because I just felt like a naughty little hussy.
Like a cheap little Dubai whore flown out to be shat on.
Fuck,
what do you think that was then? No, anxious.
What happened is I got over there and she's like, right.
What do they call it? What's the syndrome? What do they call it?
Downs.
No, when you feel like you don't belong
Imposter
somewhere.
syndrome.
Imposter syndrome, yeah.
It could have been something like that. I don't know.
I don't deserve this. I'm not this person, really.
Was she in a late 40s, 50s, was it, you said?
There was... No.
She was your age?
Yeah, she's a year or two older than me.
And she was successful, single.
Successful, single, very attractive woman. Paid for half my flight to go over there, and I get there. What freaked me out was the urgency of it. So I get to her house at 10 p.m. and it was a work night. She's like, we've got about an hour window.
I understand this.
Come on, and it was like it just wasn't happening. And then I'll tell you what's hilarious though is this: the second night it happened again, and then the day she kicked me out the next day was Valentine's Day because she's like, I can't have you here on Valentine's Day. See you later. And I'm
wasting my time on Valentine's Day.
And I'm walking through Amsterdam, and everyone's holding hands and they're riding bicycles and everything. But like the comedic timing, I got on the tram, and this might be a universal experience. If you're on a bus that like goes over a bump, and you like get a semi.
Okay, the vibrations people talk about.
So after all of that, I was on the tram to the airport, and it was like bump, and I was like, oh fuck off, not now. I wanted to call her up and be like, come on, the number 37, now. I'm fine.
I get that. I get the time thing being because you're feeling a bit like this isn't. You probably deep down want some sort of like connect. You don't want to just be used like an absolute.
Dude, literally, I didn't even know her, and I was just. It was weird, bro. It was almost like a traditionally female outlook to be like, can we chat and have a cup of tea first? Yeah, it was interesting, man.
Me.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. And I had just come out of a nearly 10-year relationship, so I wasn't...
Yeah, you're probably not emotionally ready for it either.
That's all I want. I want someone
sensitive wee soul.
I want someone to use
you
me.
Say but this is what Dan thought. You wouldn't like it.
I'm sick of being connected. If anything, I'm connected too much.
No.
Leave me alone.
No, I'd argue.
Treat me like a piece of fucking meat. Spit on me. Just be out of there.
I'd argue that if
I don't want to be loved.
I don't know. I get why he couldn't get hard on.
Yeah, why he couldn't. That's what I'm saying. But that's not my world.
Yeah, I think that's all bravado. I think you could be a bit panicked by that and go like,
fly me to Amsterdam now.
Yeah, but you could go.
Hey, I'll be hard from here to Amsterdam.
You say that,
and I'll stay hard in Amsterdam.
Yeah, but when you see her there,
it's so terrifying to someone that's not Scouse to hear you say all of that.
Yeah. But like. When you're there, you might go, oh, actually, this feels a bit too clinical.
No, absolutely not.
Bro, clinical's the word. That's the word.
Yeah,
And then after the first day it happens, then what happens? You're anxious about it. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
All that would have happened.
Did she film it? Did she have secret cameras? And why is she so anxious? Why is she so intent on getting? I know she wants to say she had an early start, but you'd be thinking. I'd also be thinking, has she got AIDS?
Yeah, you would be, because you're constantly thinking, someone's having me off.
Yeah, what's the catch? Why is a beautiful single woman flying me out to Amsterdam to have sex with her, and it's got to be within the hour now? I'd be like, she's trying to do something.
Well, the thing that tripped me out as well is she said, like, I'm going back home to the country she was from, which wasn't Amsterdam, and she said, I'm flying home in 3 days, so these are the 2 dates you come out, right? Yeah. When I got to her house,
sounds great. This woman, like,
on paper, it sounded fantastic. Yeah. And I was looking back, I felt like the man because she did this. I was walking around the living room with a cup of tea, and I looked at the calendar on her fridge, and she had a circle around the date she was flying home, and it wasn't for 2 weeks. So right off the bat, something felt weird. She's like, you got it, like Tuesday, you got to, because I'm flying out on Wednesday.
Did it say circle fly home in the middle of it?
Yeah, it did.
Right.
It said that on the calendar. And
sounds like a film, this. It's
great. It wasn't just 2 circles and you've gone, she's having me off here.
Yeah.
She lied to me.
She just got an appointment for a cat or something.
Could be anything. You bitch.
No, it said fly home. And then I was like, what's this about? She's like, oh, I was with a Kiwi once and he broke my heart. So and she like had this whole yarn about like.
Oh, I've watched the porn like that.
Yeah. A Kiwi had broken her heart and she didn't want me staying on Valentine's Day. It was a whole thing. And it was the...
So the New Zealand...
I've generally watched the porn.
I mean, cucked by another dude.
I've generally watched the porn. I think the fella might have been
You saw the videos. She did have cameras in her room. Jesus Christ.
No. I've watched the porno where that's what the thing is. My ex was what... The actor and the actor in the porno was a foreign nation, let's say Kiwi.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, my ex was a Kiwi. Will you just fuck me one more time so I can remember him? And he did. And then, that was the end of the porn.
That's niche. Who's there? What's the audience for that porn?
Well, I think it was
That woman.
I think what I was looking for. I think what I was looking for was landlord porn, and it was just like the woman,
landlord hasn't fucked me enough.
I think that it was actually a landlady, and she was like, oh, and he comes to view a flat, and she's like, oh my god, my ex was an Australian, please fuck me once again or whatever, and then he did, and then they left.
Well, that was nice that you managed to make Dan's story about the time you watched a porn.
No, what I'm saying, like, so, but he's saying about how clinical, and I'm saying that happens. I'm saying you've that has happened in real life. Maybe it's art imitating life or life imitating art, but that has happened.
Did you get any vibes from it? Like there was something sketchy, or do you think it was just she wanted to fuck a Kiwi because her ex was one?
I don't think there was anything sketchy about her as a person. I think what was sketchy is she said, I'm flying home in 2 days, you got to come over now. And then I learned she was lying. So there's someone I've never met.
You know what?
He's probably just got engaged.
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
She wants to get pregnant.
No.
Well, you think it was like on like a cycle or something? She's like, you got to do it.
She says you've got to be doing.
You be ovulating, you mean?
Yeah.
What she had told me.
She wants a Kiwi
she's
baby.
30, single, professional.
Wants to move to New Zealand.
Sees his genes. I love him.
I'm carrying the seed.
He's good looking. I want a kid that looks like him.
Eugenics program.
Yeah.
Well, I still believe in her.
She's a calendar girl as well.
It was 2 days before Valentine's Day that she didn't want a guy in her house on Valentine's Day. She's like, it's weird if I'm with a dude, and I think the fact that she was going to be single on Valentine's Day made her sad, so she wanted to wrap up this escapade before that. But what is kind of hilarious is that me coming over just made things so much worse.
Man thinks you dodged a bullet there, son. Son.
I think she was still in love with her ex, and she just thought, I'm going to fuck another Kiwi that looks like him.
Nah.
He'd probably just got engaged or just gone. What's the kids call on Instagram? Nah. Hard launched a new girlfriend on there.
Man was Neo next to the canal there.
I'm getting fucked. I think you missed the best shot in your life.
Dodging bullets there. He was getting firing squad in that. No one.
She was just a good, honest. Good, honest woman who wanted a good fucking.
No. You don't.
Nostalgically.
No, you don't say you are not. Because it's 24 hours that egg's there. Like they are. She is not fucking about. She flew you out. She said you've got tonight and tomorrow because if not, that egg's gone and I'm not bothered.
I don't want to ruin the dream.
Nah.
Yeah.
I want the dream. I want the image I've got of this woman alive and bullets.
Well. No. I don't know. But I think that
I'm keeping the dream.
Screams of a trap queen.
Yeah. Nah, she
still in touch with her.
I don't want to. I don't want to. No, I'm not.
Protect yourself at all times. By the way,
still follow each other though.
I sent her a WhatsApp a year later when her country's rugby team beat the All Blacks and in a cup match, and I texted her and I messaged her. I said fair play, and she just never replied. So it was like,
did she read it?
Yeah, it was red with the blue ticks on WhatsApp. I was like, this would be like a funny kind of mend what happened. Like, fair play. You can't win them all.
And then you'll go on Instagram. You'll go on Instagram and you'll see her with some long hair and a baby like that. Like a year later, like You'll see the baby, the newborn photos.
I don't know. I can't read a room well enough to know if I am being stitched up. It sounds like you got a good read on danger.
I just like the dream.
It just makes sense. Like
it does.
Intensity.
Everything you're saying is logical, but I'm also I like the dream of the idea of this woman just wants the good fucking because she's nostalgic over
but you imagine being her flying a dude out paying and then you just don't get your. I'll tell you what's funny, bro. Because
do you know how much IVF is?
Yeah, bro.
Easier to get you.
We know someone who'd done it and who had to pick a fella from a catalogue. Which is essentially the same as going to you on Instagram. Oh yeah, go on, fair enough. He ran marathons. He got long hair in his 30s. Fuck it, yeah.
I tried giving her a refund. I tried giving her money back and I couldn't get a hard on. I genuinely.
Well, you're going to back her? Send her some money?
She's got No, when I was there before the last night there when I couldn't get a hard on the second time, I tried.
Did you do any? Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, little kissy downstairs.
Kissy down.
But I didn't. Little.
Yeah.
But That was nice for me at least.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I tried giving her a cash back and she was furious.
Yeah,
she's like, "What the fuck do you think this is?" I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm not here for the conversation. Let's be honest with ourselves." Tried giving her money back
In front of her face, or a message and saying,
just to her in her bedroom. The cash was on the dresser.
So
I was like,
you couldn't get up and I'll give you your money back for the flight.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
It made it so transactional. And looking back, it was
Yeah.
I felt so silly, bro. I was like, she's flown me over for sex. I did not give her the like if
She's flown you for a baby, brother.
But like you show up to a comedy show and they're like, "Oh, sorry, none of the comics are here." It's like, well, you want your money back. You've got an expectation. You've paid for a service not delivered.
No, but if they died in their arse,
I was just trying to be an ally.
She
bro.
booked it.
you can't get your money back if the comic died on his arse.
She's not an audience. She's a promoter. She's booked you for the job.
Yeah.
She has booked me
And
for the
you've
job.
died.
There was a
You still
bringer
gotta get
bro.
paid.
There was a bringer in Amsterdam.
Yeah, you've still got to get paid. She's gone, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that? And then you go like, I'll never book you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Nah, it felt like a silly goose and then got a hard on a tram. The duality of man.
Yeah. Yeah. She comes for us all, the old erectile dysfunction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, nah, I just got
Get the over the
stressed
counter
out.
stuff now though if you want.
Over the counter, like what?
A blue boy.
Oh yeah, the old
Viagra.
Kenya.
The
Yeah.
old man's best friend.
Yeah, maybe if they sell that in
Nah, yeah.
Amsterdam.
Easy.
Yeah, they
easy
must
jet-
sell that in Amsterdam, surely. Sell every other drug.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm sure they will. Yeah, be able to pick that up at a paper.
Easy
shop.
hoteling.
Oh,
as
surely,
well.
like, yeah.
Easy hoteling.
Yeah.
All in that.
Easy hotel and.
It's all on my time and the thing. £2 for the menu to see what costs in there.
That's hilarious. We're chatting before about
Yeah.
everything costing, like there being a fee at the hotel,
Yeah.
and it literally was £2 more to get a room with a window as opposed to one without a window.
£5
Yeah.
for your remote.
Yeah, it's so
Is
silly.
it? £5 for a remote?
I was one in Glasgow and it was £5 to get your remote.
That's boss.
Is that just because Glaswegians been stealing the
I can't
batteries?
remember.
Or
No,
something?
it just had a,
No,
it just had a
that-
list.
It's just what EasyJet is, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just taking the piss on
Pay
it.
for baggage and stuff like that. Like they wanted to charge you to go on the toilet, didn't they?
What?
Ryanair and EasyJet wanted to charge to use the loo.
But what Human Rights Act said no.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's insane.
Well,
What,
some
like-
train stations we have to pay for the loo.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing here.
Yeah.
Do people do it, or because I always just like jump
Yeah,
the
people
gate?
do, yeah.
Or do people still pay?
I don't know.
You'd have to be a knobhead to stop someone who's jumped the gate. How could you enforce that as a human being? If
Yeah.
somebody jumped the thing,
Once
I'm
you
not
really
storming
don't-
in,
yeah, exactly.
dragging a shitting man out. Like, I'd be like, you know what? I think I'll just get another job.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to boot the door, and if you do it for someone who's stiff and coke, you're thinking, well, but like if you do it for someone who's shitting, you're
Yeah.
like, what am I doing? Me like.
Dragging a shitting man like, oh,
Yeah.
I only took this job because they said I needed one for comedy.
Yeah.
They said it'd make me a more well-rounded
Yeah.
performer. Here
Yeah,
I am
you go, why
dragging
did
a
I listen
shitting
to that
Glaswegian.
fucking scouse knob?
These fucking cunts
Yeah.
telling me I'm not working
Yeah.
class.
You'll be on the front of the newspaper going, man drag shitting man out of thing, and you'll get hammered online.
Yeah, and
Everyone
then
will give
have
you
a
loads of
sellout fringe
abuse.
show.
I just wanted to be more relatable.
Yeah, I just wanted
Yeah, I
to
just wanted to
assimilate.
understand the people.
Yeah. Save the boat. Oh, sorry, save the kids, stop the boat. That was alright, that wasn't it?
Call
cheeky late night. You need to know that this is being filmed at
Yeah, this is
11 p.m. now, this. Past the watershed.
We call it Owned by Midnight, Owned by Today.
We're allowed to swear because it's late now.
yeah.
Oh,
we can swear-
fantastic.
we
That's
can
very
swear.
good. I'm holding in a lot of...
I don't edit it. I don't edit it. So.
How are the Kiwis with cunt?
Oh yeah, is there anything?
Because Aussies, obviously, it's the
Aussie,
second word, isn't it?
Anything you can't get away, and you can get away with over here, you can't get away with over there, and vice versa.
I think cunt on television would still be frowned upon, but generally it's the same as Australia. Like a GC is like a good cunt.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
good cunt, which is if someone's a GC, like or like good bitch as well. Like I've had friends of mine, like my mum will take them baking and they'll be like, oh fuck, she's a good bitch, and it's like that's fine.
See, bitch isn't really a thing for us, is it?
No,
we don't.
no,
we
really
wouldn't do
use
that.
bitch, you know.
Yeah.
We wouldn't go.
Sort
She's a
of
good
died,
bitch.
didn't it, bitch? You think?
But like that's like a term of endearment. I don't think bitch has ever been a.
But
Maybe.
I think bitches died as a term of slander as well, though.
It probably
You never,
has, hasn't
you
it?
never
the
really
last-
hear anyone say bitch anymore.
It's just about people who gossip in it. That's it.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a bit of a bitch, yeah.
But no, cunt's still used. Cunt's good.
What about with audience? Is there anything you've noticed the Kiwis turn away from, like don't like, and they like over here, or like say vice versa? Is there anything you think
I'd say dark
in New Zealand you
humor.
can get away with a bit more that you can't get away with over here?
dark humor over these ways, especially especially up north. Like I know there'd be gear I'd be able to do here that I wouldn't try and do back in Wellington. Wellington, where I'm from, is not dissimilar to Brighton, progressive, big LGBT crowd, like LGBT. I think like over, I don't know, man. Like culturally, not dissimilar, but I just think like Scouse is just kind of like fuck with dark humor a bit more, maybe. I think.
Yeah, I think more anywhere.
Pedos and slags. That'll see you right for
everyone's a nonce. Everyone's a slag.
Yeah, call someone a nonce. That'll get you. If you're in a bit of a hole, you've done some fancy dancy bit about something that isn't to do with cum. Just call someone a pedo. Say, look at the state of your shoes.
That's a bit of a fucking nonce.
Nonce is a hilarious word. We don't say that back in New Zealand. That is such a funny.
That's like a get out of jail card in a northern gig.
Even stuff you can't think of a joke for. Like, what you do? Oh, I make bikes. Oh, you're a bike nonce, are you? Like, easy, done. Move on.
It's just to get out. Rip the cord in emergency.
In emergency, call them a sort of nonce, and you're done.
A couple of days ago in London, I was on the tube and we all had to get off because the cops were called, and the cops got on the tube, and a dude was getting arrested because there was a family on there, and this dude was my first fucking encounter with a real life nonce. The dude had been taking photos of children on the tube who were with their family, and then the cops pulled him up, and I grabbed a photo of him, and now you tell me.
He's not a comic.
No. But based on the photo alone,
that's Elliot Steele.
Based on the photo alone of this guy, and I got to say, taking a photo at a tube station is pretty tough after a dude's being arrested for doing it. Like, what else was he gonna be doing? Like, look at the man.
Yeah,
the red shorts and the Union Jack. He's proper like guilty. Guilty. You don't have to ask you guilty. Just look at the guy.
Flag shagger.
He's a march nonce, but he's also a nonce.
Yeah, nonce. Nonce is such a good word. Like, because I like, do people, when you use nonce, do you always mean pedo, or is it just
no? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Literally, someone would be like, what's your thing? What are you into? I'm into cycling. Oh, you're a bike nonce. That it could literally be as simple as that.
Because
I really like planes. You're a plane nonce.
Plain nonce. Do you eat Scotch eggs? Have you had them before?
Yeah,
I've started eating those since I've lived here. I feel weird eating them in public because it's an antisocial meal. So quite often I'll find myself down an alleyway eating a Scotch egg before a gig. And I feel like that is noncy behaviour.
That's an egg nonce.
That is, I'm an egg nonce. Yeah, an egg nonce. That's what I mean. Yeah, I do.
I would say I would be more inclined to call you a pedo for that. I think that's pedo behaviour.
That's pedo.
Yeah. I go, what's that paedophile doing down there eating a Scotch egg?
That's proper pronouns. That is.
Yeah. I think nonce is too easy for that.
Nonce is too easy.
That's too.
Bro, you're not getting off lightly. A fucking pedo.
Yeah, you're getting off lightly doing that. That's pure pedo. That.
Eat a Scotch egg in a green room, you're a nonce.
Yeah.
Eat a Scotch egg in an alleyway, you're a paedophile.
Yeah.
Know the difference, it could save your life.
Yeah.
Right, we calling it?
Yeah, go on then. That's
Where can we find you, Dan?
Where can you follow us socials?
Yeah.
At Dan Boerman Comedy is my Insta, and I don't have any solos or anything coming up, but that's me.
Not to plug.
Gigging in London.
Gigging in London. What am I doing? Nothing on the horizon. That's exciting. I've got a TV appearance in a few weeks that'll be very exciting. I'm very excited. Yeah. Okay, it's embargoed to fuck, but it's with one of the bloody big names here in the UK. So I'm very excited.
What's that?
Not me doing stand up, just me on TV.
What's that
with
show?
a
Naked
Naked Attraction.
Oh, like fuck, I'll do that. No, dude, I can't get a bloody.
Is it
hard
a
on.
comedy show?
You
can't say. Well, we're about to find out. So ta-da.